I'm sorry it took me a while to do what I promised and record a video with the Minecraft gameplay in the background. First of all, thank you to everyone leaving supportive comments on the previous video. It's very hard to get through each day, but you guys make it easier. This video is going to be somewhat different to the previous one, as I won't mention any harmful activity, let's say. Whenever I will imply deep emotional distress or S word, I'll simply use a word dissatisfaction, because my previous video got flagged by YouTube and was removed for about half an hour, and moreover I got a visit from 2 police officers to make sure I didn't dissatisfy myself. I'm not interested in visits from the police anymore, so YouTube, please don't flag this video, as I'm perfectly fine, and all similarities to real-world persons are simply coincidence, and this video is a purely theoretical scenario. And also, viewers, please do not report this video for any reason linked to dissatisfaction, because trust me, I'm already trying to get help, and police visits aren't helpful, and the only thing they do is they worry my parents. With this being out of the way, we actually can go into the main part of the video, and I honestly don't know what to talk about in this channel if it's not linked to dissatisfaction. So I think if we can't talk about it directly, I'll talk about one of its causes. And I don't know how to properly explain it so it doesn't seem stupid and silly and all that. And in all honesty, I was dissatisfied long before this happened. It just now I'm completely dissatisfied. Firstly, I want to say that there is realistically no way that the person who I will talk about is going to know about this video, but I still want to say, just in case, that I honestly do not blame them for anything whatsoever, and I'm not upset with them, and I honestly don't wish anything but good for them. And obviously I don't think anyone knows me here, so no one knows the person who this video will mention. But of course, if this person finds out about this video and wants it removed, it's going to be done as soon as possible. And I guess those sentences hint that I'm going to talk about some sort of failed romantic relationship with a person I really like. Notice the present tense, not past tense or anything like that. And in some way, I don't even know what to say, but I just feel that something must be said. And I hope that if I put my thoughts in some sort of combination of words, I will make it will make things easier. It absolutely won't do so, but a man can dream, am I right? Sometimes I really wish whatever happened between us didn't happen at all. Because I really got to like her, and now it's all gone. And let me tell you, a lot is gone, right? I want to believe that she reached out first because she texted me first multiple times, and then we ended up texting back and forth, and in the end we decided to meet up, and it's been a great day. And so then I get a text from her asking if it was a date or not, and honestly I got a bit scared, and then she suggested that it was a date. And I mean, I thought I'd be happy, but let me be honest, I was quite worried, alright? I didn't know if that was what I wanted, and if she was the one that I wanted. Then I also started my first term in uni in a couple of days, at the moment. So I was worried if I can hold this up and dedicate time for this, and so honestly I was just a bit worried rather than happy. But that wore off so quickly. More precisely, that wore off the very next day, because we planned another date the very next day, and when I saw her smile, I genuinely just forgot about everything I was worried about. And from then, I just faced the fact that I'm deep in this crap, and I'm not idealizing her. I'm not doing so when I say that she was and is everything that I could just ask for, really. Her smile isn't real, her eyes aren't real. She's crazy cute, she's super kind and sweet, and she's really, really attractive in general. And so I guess when the first term of uni arrived, and obviously we couldn't meet as frequently as before. And being totally honest, we didn't meet once, and that later, maybe. But anyways, we still continued to talk back and forth, and I woke up to her good morning texts and fell asleep to her texts asking how my day was. I told her that I wasn't feeling well and probably got sick, and got a page-long suggestion of what I can do to make me feel better and get back on my feet. Then I told her that the window in my dorm broke, and I got a page-long suggestion of what could be wrong and how to fix that. I also told her that I'd like to know stuff about F1, but I'm afraid it's too much to catch up, and next thing I see, guess what, another page-long explanation of what is going on right now, and also I got to know that there is some kind of PowerPoint being made so that I can know what's going on and can catch up. And honestly, that's so cute, and after that I honestly was head over heels for her, and I knew that I want to date her and love her and make her the happiest girl out there. But then halfway through the term I get a message, and I thought it's one of those texts asking how am I and all that, but I see a long text saying that we need to stop dating because she's getting too busy, apparently, and honestly I didn't know, and I still don't know what to make of it. Because in one hand I thought maybe she doesn't want long distance relationships, right? Maybe this busyness was an excuse. But distance between us isn't that big. It's maybe hour and a half trip on train. And I suggested her to come over and visit me twice, and twice she cancelled for some reason, basically the day before. And when we texted, I didn't get any impression that we got cold or grew apart or something. And I would also be able to come over and visit her back in the hometown, obviously, but it's just that it's a pretty boring place, and it's just better for her to come over to me and for us to do something rather than for me go back to her in this pretty boring dead place for us to do what? Just like walk around, because that's the only activity. Maybe buy some groceries or what. But yeah, you get the idea. So I can't really say that it was the case where she just doesn't like the long distance relationships or something. I just doubt it. And I want to believe her when she says that she's getting too busy for that, and I really hate to play this card. But I'm studying in one of the most demanding and time-consuming degrees, in one of the most demanding and time-consuming unis, like, in general. And And I'm going to keep the name of the university and the degree in private, the secret for privacy reasons. And bearing in mind that I'm ready to dedicate time and sacrifice maybe a couple of hours of sleep or maybe a quality of work just for us to meet. So let's be real, maybe work and level of business, but I don't know, they aren't that important. And well, I guess then the only reasonable thing to explain what's going on is that she just lost interest, and honestly that kills me. It makes me hugely dissatisfied, and that's why I said in the beginning that I wish I didn't get to experience it whatsoever, because what do you mean there is a unreal, cute, sweet, smart, kind, beautiful girl that's into me? I wake up and I fall asleep to her texts, and then suddenly she just doesn't want that anymore. That all kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. Like, of course, breakups are something to be expected, okay? Of course, they are something you cannot prevent or anything. If you're gonna date, you're gonna face them. But looking at that realistically, whilst being dissatisfied already, you don't want to worsen things by a breakup. And in general, I'd like to break up with anyone but this girl. Like, come on, she's just gorgeous. And now there's a problem, because I can't move on, and I deeply don't want to move on. I've given almost everything in my life to realize that all this is just a nightmare, and just to wake up and see her texts. I would give so much just so that she allows me to, I don't know, care for her and appreciate her and all that. But obviously I can't do that. She made her mind, she made up her mind, and I cannot change that. I gotta respect that. And let me be honest, let me tell you, that's too tough to accept, really. Walking around, seeing couples together, especially looking at my dry-ass phone with the notification from Bible app and settings saying I have no storage left. I see as life around me goes on, and I'm just stuck here, dissatisfied, but now I'm also alone. I just can't understand why I'm not allowed to experience something like that. And why I'm not allowed to care for someone. And it's so frustrating. And I find myself at a loss of any words except of swear ones. Once I actually got to know someone so nice and got to date them and had some reciprocity. I butchered that word, but you get what I mean. And once I had that in the romantic interest, it just all crumbled down and disappeared again into nothing. And I'm going to be honest, she was something that gave me a reason to wake up. It's not healthy and it's not sustainable, but it is true. And I had that desire to wake up for the first time in months. Just wake up to see her text. Maybe text her first. And now it's all gone. Absolutely everything is gone. And so it's hard and tough, and the only logical decision is to do what I said I want to do in previous video, because as she left, not only I don't have that motivation to wake up just to see her or text her, now I'm moreover dissatisfied because obviously it's a breakup and all that. I don't have a person to care for, and so on and so on. And I think if I'm being true to myself, all that I'm doing, it just doesn't matter to me. I mentioned really in previous video, I'm really not satisfied by any hobby or sport or degree. And just as a maybe response to one of the comments, because some person commented on my previous video saying that, like, oh, if you're not satisfied with the degree, just I think let it go. You gotta let things that drag you back, you just gotta let them go. And the problem is, I can do any degree, I will not enjoy it. I want to enjoy any possible degree that I could do. So yeah, and any hobby or sport or interest, the same principle applies. What I'd like to do is just to make this girl the happiest girl in the world, and that's it. If I were to have a goal in my life, it would be that. But obviously that's no longer possible, and so I'm deeply dissatisfied with the way how I basically got a free trial and really liked it, but I couldn't continue it. And so, like, what's the point in even starting? Because it's much easier not to gain anything and not to lose anything than gain a lot and then lose a lot. And in general, what a luxury that is to be desired. To be able to stand, sit, or walk side by side with someone, to make someone smile by your presence alone, and to be able to plan hangouts and actually participate in them. To know that some person is yours and you are someone's. And honestly, without that luxury, there is no point in anything else, for me at least. To me, this is a strongest drug that exists. And once I tried it, I'm unable to let go, really. Not able to let go person of interest as well, unfortunately. I'm doing my best not to text her, but like it's all futile, since she still appears in my mind 20 times a day, and it's not easy, honestly. There's more to talk about regarding this topic, and I could talk more and use different words, different sentences, explain my point of view more, and expand on some things I already covered, and I can convey my dissatisfaction more clearly and make it more, I don't know, persuasive. I guess that I butchered that word again as well, but it's like, doesn't matter. But ultimately, all those things I could do, they bear no purpose. Because any beautiful combination of words or carefully put together line of thought will not bring that person back to my life, and that makes me very, very sad, because honestly, there's not something else that I'd like to do in my life, and anything else has a really little value to me. Honestly, this video is kind of short, And so, like, there is a Minecraft gameplay in the background, but how much can I achieve in 20 minutes? So it's, again, it's a bit underwhelming, but like, oh hey. So yeah, once again, for YouTube, I'm doing alright. No need to send another 2 police officers to my location. No need to flag that video. And yeah, whatever your thoughts are, feel free to share them with me.